When it comes to the most fearsome predators of all time, none can compare to Tyrannosaurus Rex. Its incredible size and ferocious appearance have made it one of the most famous animals in history. But what really set T-Rex apart from its contemporaries was its terrifying bite. It had the strongest bite force of any carnivore that ever lived. Even today, scientists are still working to understand just how powerful those jaws were. Join us as we look at how T-Rex's jaws crushed the competition. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is an extinct species of theropod dinosaur that lived in what is now the western side of North America, present-day Canada and the United States, during the late Cretaceous period. First appearing in the fossil record about 68 million years ago, it was one of the last dinosaurs to exist, alongside other famous species like Triceratops and The T-Rex was the largest carnivore in its habitat, and at the top of the food chain, it ruled over its environment with an iron fist, or more accurately, iron teeth. But what made this dinosaur so successful? How did it manage to reign supreme for so long? One important factor was its incredible bite. Scientists estimate that the T-Rex had a bite force of around 12,000 pounds per square inch, which is about 10 times stronger than the average human bite. That's enough force to crush bones and tear through flesh with ease. There are many factors that go into determining how strong a bite can be. The length and angle of the tooth, the strength of the jawbone, and the thickness of the skull all play important roles. In the case of the T-Rex, its massive head and neck allowed for an impressive leverage that no other predator could match. This gave it the ability to deliver devastating blows with its powerful jaws. But it wasn't just brute force that made the T-Rex such a formidable predator. Its teeth were also perfectly designed for catching and tearing up prey. They were long and sharp, like daggers, with serrated edges that could slice through flesh and muscle with ease. Unlike modern snakes, which often swallow their prey whole, the T-Rex needed to cut its food into smaller pieces in order to eat it. Its teeth were the perfect tool for the job. While scientists have been able to get a rough estimate of the T-Rex's bite force, they're still working to understand exactly how it used its jaws when hunting. There are two main theories. The first is that the T-Rex used its jaws to clamp down on its prey and shake it violently, much like a crocodile. This would have caused its prey to fracture and allowed the T-Rex to easily cut it into chunks. The second theory is that the T-Rex simply bit down on its prey and crushed it with its incredibly powerful jaws. This would have been similar to an ankylosaur crushing a small animal under its feet. One recent study suggests that the T-Rex likely used both methods when hunting, depending on the situation. For example, if the T-Rex was trying to catch a large animal, it may have used its jaws to clamp down and shake it violently. But if it was hunting smaller prey, it may have simply crushed them with its bite. But why do scientists care so much about understanding the T-Rex's bite? Is it just because it's a famous dinosaur? Not quite. Understanding the T-Rex's bite can help scientists learn more about other extinct animals as well as those that are alive today. For example, by studying the T-Rex's teeth, scientists have been able to learn more about how carnivorous dinosaurs evolved. They've also been able to use the T-Rex's bite force to help identify other extinct species. And by studying the mechanics of the T-Rex's bite, scientists may be able to develop new technologies that are stronger and more efficient. So what makes the T-Rex's bite so special? What is it about this ancient creature's jaws that continue to fascinate scientists today? One reason is simply the sheer power of its bite. The T-Rex was able to generate a bite force of around 12,000 pounds per square inch, which is enough force to crush bones and tear through flesh with ease. That's about twice the bite force of a lion, one of the strongest animals alive today. Another reason scientists are fascinated by the T-Rex's bite is because of the unique anatomy of its jaws. The T-Rex had a massive head and neck that allowed for an impressive leverage that no other predator could match. This gave it the ability to deliver devastating blows with its powerful jaws. Additionally, the T-Rex's teeth were perfectly designed for catching and tearing up prey. They were long and sharp, like daggers, with serrated edges that could slice through flesh and muscle with ease. Finally, the T-Rex's bite is fascinating to scientists because it gives us a window into the past. By studying the T-Rex's teeth and jaws, we can learn more about how carnivorous dinosaurs evolved and what they were like when they roamed the earth. We can also use the T-Rex's bite force to help identify other extinct species and learn more about the world they lived in. But the T-Rex isn't the only animal whose bite is getting scientific attention these days. Scientists are also studying the bites of other animals, both extinct and alive, to learn more about the evolution of biting and the adaptations that allow animals to generate such powerful bites. For example, scientists are studying the bites of crocodiles and alligators to learn more about the evolution of biting in reptiles. They're also studying the bites of birds to learn more about the evolution of biting in dinosaurs and their descendants. By studying the bites of these animals, scientists hope to gain a better understanding of the evolution of biting and the factors that contribute to the development of powerful bites. But while scientists are learning more about the T-Rex's bite, there's still a lot that we don't know. For example, scientists are still working to understand exactly how the T-Rex used its jaws when hunting. They're also working to understand the role that the T-Rex's bite played in its success as a predator and its ability to reign supreme in its environment for so long. Hopefully, as more fossils are discovered and more research is conducted, we'll be able to learn more about the T-Rex's bite and what made it such a formidable predator. But for now, we can marvel at the incredible power of this ancient creature's jaws, and the role that biting played in the T-Rex's rise to the top of the food chain. The T-Rex was truly a remarkable creature, and its bite is one of the many reasons why it continues to fascinate us today. With its incredible power, unique anatomy, and important role in the evolution of carnivorous dinosaurs, the T-Rex's bite is a subject that will continue to captivate scientists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike for years to come. As we continue to learn more about this amazing animal, we can be sure that the T-Rex will continue to be a source of wonder and fascination for generations to come. So what do you think? How do you think the T-Rex's jaws worked when it bit down on its prey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos about the amazing T-Rex and other prehistoric creatures. Thanks for watching. Paleontologists have estimated that the T-Rex weighed between 11,000 and 14,000 pounds, making it one of the heaviest dinosaurs that ever existed. But how did they come up with this weight range? Well, it turns out they didn't actually weigh the dinosaurs. Instead, they use a combination of other factors to estimate their weight. One of the most important factors is the length of the dinosaur's bones. By measuring the length of certain bones, paleontologists can estimate the dinosaur's overall size. They then use this information, along with the dinosaur's weight, to estimate its height and width. For example, paleontologists have estimated that the T-Rex was about 40 feet long and 13 feet tall. They arrived at these measurements by using the length of its bones and its weight. The T-Rex had extremely long legs and a very long tail, which helped it to run fast and maneuver while hunting. Its arms were relatively short, but it didn't seem to need them for much anyway, as it mainly relied on its powerful legs to get around. Despite its enormous size, the T-Rex was surprisingly agile and could move quickly when needed. This is evidenced by the fact that it was able to keep up with its prey, which included some of the fastest dinosaurs that ever lived. Now, have you ever wondered how fast a T-Rex could run? You might be surprised to learn that it could actually run faster than Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man. According to a study published in the journal Paleontology, the T-Rex could reach speeds of up to 17.5 miles per hour. That's about 5 miles per hour faster than Usain Bolt's top speed. The study's author used computer simulations to model how the T-Rex moved when it walked and ran. He then used this data to calculate the dinosaur's maximum speed. So next time you're watching a T-Rex chase scene in a movie or TV show, remember that these dinosaurs were not only powerful, but also incredibly fast. If you enjoyed this bonus fact, stay tuned for more fun facts about dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures.